Das dunkle Königreich.
Das dunkle Königreich. That's an amazing title.
Du musst sehr verzweifelt sein, wenn du mich um Hilfe bittest.
Du musst wissen, wenn du mich verrätst, werde ich dich töten.
Wann fangen wir an?
Okay, so this is your third time around.
It is indeed, sir.
Playing that mischievous guy called Loki.
Yeah.
Does it get more fun? Does it get a bit more routine? So how does it feel to
Never
play?
routine, always fun. I mean, thing is, this guy is the god of thunder, and it's his job to bring the thunder, which he does very well.
Yeah.
And Loki is the god of mischief, and so it's my job to turn up and have as much fun as I possibly can. So it is, I really enjoy it. He's an amazing character. And I suppose the pressure that comes from myself is not wanting to do the same thing again. It's not wanting to repeat myself. I want to give the audience, you know, something new and new excitement, new engagement, and new surprises. And I really hope that I do that in this.
So you're not getting tired of being
No
Loki?
way. No, I love it.
You know that
It's too much fun.
there's a petition to have a standalone Loki movie
I heard that.
online. A lot of our viewers
Well,
would really like that. I
It
guess.
would. Well, guys, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for that. It's you know, I don't know. We'll see. It's and I think it would be. I would wonder where Loki would go without Thor. I think there is no Loki without Thor. There is no Thor without Loki. They define each other. They need each other. They oppose each other. But you know, I have harebrained ideas about Loki coming down to Earth in the 70s and running a nightclub and
Studio 45.
yeah, exactly.
Basically
that. Yeah. But you know, and I mean, there are all sorts of other storylines in the comics and in the mythology. Loki going into the underworld, Loki making allegiances with Surtur, you know, the fire demon. Who the hell knows? We'll see.
Vor dem Universum gab es die Dunkelheit und sie hat überlebt.
Eine dunkle Macht kommt näher. Niemand ist sicher.
Is there like a friendly rivalry between you and Chris Hemsworth? Like who gets more thunder?
Wait, he certainly gets more thunder. I mean, he's the god of thunder. No, the great thing about working with Chris is, and this is like, he would say the same thing, this is like God's honest truth, is we've become incredibly close friends. And that's come out of just excitement about making these films. And it's funny, you can't ever explain why you become mates with someone, you just do. And we have the same sense of humor, we have a sort of shared passion for these films, and we trust each other, so it makes it fun. You know, I don't think I could do it with someone I didn't like. You know, it'd be much harder.
Have you grown used to being like kind of a merchandise? Have you're Lego now, basically? Basically,
Yeah.
you're like a Lego figure now.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes wonder like, this is me? A lot of kids will play Dash Loki. I don't know.
It's very weird. I suppose because he's such a specific character, I feel like it's a bit remote from me in a way. If there was an action figure of me with my curly blonde hair and just looked like me, I would think that was weird. But Loki is he's a super villain. He's been around longer than I've been around. You know, the character's been around in people's minds for 3,000 years. So I'm just like standing in his shoes for a bit, you know.
But he's really all over the net. Do you Google yourself sometimes, or do you dare to Tumblr yourself to just like see what people have very twisted minds.
They do. It's good for me to stay away.
And you never dared to.
No, I mean, about 3 years ago, I looked once, and then I was like, okay, I'm never going to do that again, because it's.
You were like.
It was a little, like, okay, I'm just gonna.
When did I did that?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay back.
Yeah.
From that energy, but it's mostly the stuff that I meet in my life is very generous and benign, so it's all good.
I think the fans really love you in every possible way.
They're really sweet. They're genuinely really sweet.
Das war für New York.
Sie ist großartig.
Thor, deine Tapferkeit wird deinen Schmerz nicht lindern. Deine Familie, deine ganze Welt wird ausgelöscht.
I think not related to Loki is that I've heard you're a big Muppet fan, and I've heard that you're also in the next Muppet movie with is it a bigger part? Is it
It's
a
tiny
part?
It's tiny, yeah.
Tell me about your love for the Muppets, because I adore them, and I was so pleased when I could interview Kermit.
Isn't it amazing?
For the first, you're like, wow.
And it's like you'd think, I was completely starstruck.
Yeah, I'm starstruck meeting you, but nothing against you, but you're nothing to compare to Kermit.
And I know, I'm like right down here. I'm like Z-list. Yeah. Kermit's as big as you get, man. I've peaked. It's all downhill from here.
So tell me about your love for Muppets or for.
Well, I grew up with them. I grew up with the Muppet Show and their movies too. Like I think the first engagement I had with the Christmas Carol, it was a great novel by Charles Dickens, was the Muppet Christmas Carol. So whenever I read it, I still think that Bob Cratchit should be played by Kermit the Frog, and it doesn't make any sense that it's not narrated by Gonzo. It's and then working. I recently, the first film, the most recent film with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. I just loved it. It
was so great having all back, like in a true Muppet fashion.
Exactly.
It's like in the show. It's not like some of the TV movies they did. It's like show. Basic. It's really good Muppet.
And it's really silly and ridiculous and fun. And then when they asked me to be in this one, it's just a really small role, but I get to share the screen with Kermit. And I forgot my lines in my first take. I didn't know what to do. I just was like, I'm on the stage with Kermit the Frog. This is a big day for me.
And he ad-libs.
He ad-libs. He's a professional. He is a professional.
I guess that must be so much more fun, like doing with CG. You know months later if the take worked or not. Yeah. But with like a Muppet, it's like.
And it's right there. Yeah. So after working with Chris Hemsworth, it was, working with Kermit the Frog.